Welcome back to another video, everyone. So today we're going to be going over some trades I took today and just talking about how to execute supply and demand once it breaks through or invalidates your zone. And I'm going to be showing you guys an example of a trade I took today where, that would have been true. So let's just go over why I drew the zone on QQQ. So the play I took was QQQ puts on this retest of this previous demand. So you guys could see I have it drawn to half of this candle. I had it drawn to here, but then I was like, this is way too wide of a zone. A $2 zone almost on QQQ is just way too much and just not enough for me. So I went on to the 5-minute, and I actually just drew it smaller down to 279 over there. So what happens here is you guys can see this is where buyers aggressively stepped in previously, and when a move that like this happens, we know that's institutions, hedge funds, people who have really deep pockets who can make QQQ move like this. Algos that are trading, we know this is where institutions have their buy orders placed. You can see we never really came back and retested, except we just created more demand zones on top of this big one here. So one thing I want to show you guys is the psychology behind a demand switching into supply, because a lot of people are like, yo, why does demand turn into supply when it's broken through? And I'll show you guys exactly why. So over here we have buy orders sitting at this level, right? Let me just make it a little bigger for you guys. This is where we have buy orders. So say you're an institution who is looking to buy at this level. Okay, you're buying at this level. So you have your buy orders at this level. You want the stock to go up from here. Say in the rare case where it breaks down and it doesn't bounce, right? Where is your stop loss? For institutions, smart money people, everyone always has a stop loss. They're not going to hold their positions for zero because that's just not how they trade. So where do they have their stop loss? Realistically, they're going to have it at break even. Okay? So say I'm an institution or I'm someone who has a buy order here. Okay? This is where my buy order is. I'm buying here. I want the stock to go up. I buy here, it's not going up. Instead, it breaks through, right? Where is my sell order? If I want to catch break even on this trade, because I know it's going to need a lot of money for it to move back up, I'm going to be selling around my break even, around where I bought it, so I don't take a loss on the trade, or I come out with small green, or I come out with break even. So that's the little psychology behind demand zones turning into supply. So these buy orders, it doesn't go your way and they turn into sell orders because they're trying to get out for break even, and it just turns into a supply just because of that. So that's just how I trade it. Someone might have a better explanation, but that's just how I do it. So if you guys are looking for a reasoning why I took this trade, this is why. And I'm going to show you guys the TradeZella right now, so you guys know I'm not capping. You guys know you always have to show your profit. So on this trade, we locked around $645. Nothing too, I don't know why this stuff, nothing too crazy, 20%. It was the first trade of the day. I went next week contracts instead of 0 DTs. You guys can see where our entry was right at 947. 947 was my entry. So if I go back over here, you're going to see 945. It was on this retest right here. So around this retest. And I'm actually going to go into the 1 minute just so it's a little easier to see where. 947. You guys can see we pretty much top ticked that exact, maybe like off by like 10 cents, but right there was our entry. Okay, now you guys always know I preach this day in and day out. Always have your stop loss, price target, and then your entry. So you're probably wondering, Shinobi, where was your stop loss? Where was your entry? I'll tell you guys where my stop loss. My stop loss was invalidation of this zone right here. So if it broke past the zone, I would have stopped out. And since I had a wider stop loss, that is why I went next week contracts rather than hopping into 0 DTs, because I know if I would have hopped into 0 DTs and it goes here, I would have been down 60-70% on SPX. Or if I went into Friday contracts, I would have been down tremendous. So I went into Monday contracts since today is Thursday. Went a few days out, gave myself a little time so my contracts wouldn't be too volatile, but to the point where I could still catch a profit. So that's why we went with those contracts. But now you're probably wondering where my entry, or where my, so this is my stop loss here. I'm going to color code it for you guys so it's a little easier. I'll make that red. This was my entry. We'll make that yellow. And then for my price target, I actually went over here and I kept this high that it previously had as my price target. I'll make that green. So this is what I had. Stop loss, entry was this retest, and then this was my price target. Now, you guys know I don't lie. I show you guys 100% proof of everything. Where was my exit? I scaled out at 956 and 957. So I'll go here, 956, 957. You guys will see that is right at our target, right there. So I sold some here when it broke down, and then I sold when it retested. And that is what I call a great trade. Now, we locked in a little over 20% there, and you know, it was a great trade. Right into the morning, you make $600, $700, and you could call it a day right there. We took another trade later on in the day, but I don't really feel like talking about that right now. I just really wanted to go over how you could have used a demand break, and I just wanted to give you guys a really in-depth look into why we have demands turn into supplies and supplies turn into demands. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video, this quick little tutorial on how you could use demand or zone flips and how you could really execute based off of them as well. If you guys haven't already, make sure you drop a like right now and comment something you learned in this video. Nothing too crazy. I know it's a short video. It's a Thursday. Tomorrow we're going to have a really good video on how to build up a small account. If you guys didn't know, I took a 400 account to 2.5K almost in less than 7 days. So I really want to show you guys and break that down with TradeZella, and I'll show you guys that tomorrow. Other than that, good luck tomorrow. Trade safe, and just make sure you guys protect your profits. I hope you guys had a great month of June. We're going to kill it Q3, and I'm going to keep producing these videos to make sure you guys are educated and you can trade better every single day.